the zoom needs to be faster on this blooming thing. Good morning, Smeggies. I wasn't going to vlog today, but interesting developments are happening. Okay, first off, Smeg Chris is not going to happen this week. Two reasons. One, I've been writing the script, or I was writing it yesterday. I just was not feeling it. And I like to write and feel it at the same time. Otherwise it's just me putting words to screen, paper, whatever, and it doesn't work out very well. Oh, and second, as I've just shown you the cones, they are closing this road off today. Now, again, two other things. One, I have to move that off the drive, otherwise I'm going to get blocked in yet again. And two, my neighbours Tony and Lynn's just come running out to me while I was taking Harley for a walk, and she says that Tony's had some sort of mishap last week that I will not divulge on here. But basically, he can't drive his car. And neither can Lynn, because she doesn't have a licence. So they've asked me to move their car into my carport, which I said is perfectly fine because, you know, I'm not using it. Wow, again, two things. Maybe shall I say three? Anyway, the problem is, one, I've not put a car on my carport since I got Harley, which was the Alpha, which was last July and August. And two, this car, it's an automatic. I've not driven an automatic for over 20 years. I figured this might be vlog worthy. Hang on, I need to come up with a third. I need to put the right shoes on. That's basically this morning. It's becoming a weird morning already. So like I said, the reason I can't film Smeg Chris is because they're going to be making a racket. Which is fair enough. I wasn't feeling it. And I really want to delve into this script because apparently it's the 150th episode of Smeg Chris. So I want to make it a special one. And I know what I want to do. I just don't really know how I want to do it. And I've got a feeling I'm going to be using a lot of special effects. So if I write it this week, maybe film it at the weekend or early next week, I've got plenty of time to get it edited. Anyway, I better go and see if we can get this car in the carport. Wish me luck. And I done did it, sort of. It's there. Originally, I was going to put it on the carport, but she says, you don't have to, you could just put it on drive or at the back of the drive. And I'm like, wherever you want me to put it, I don't mind. And, you know, she kept saying, oh, you know, if it's not inconvenience you. It's not inconvenience me. Insing me. I know what I mean. I don't use that carport often, if at all. I mean, when I had the Micra, I used to use it all the time because the Micra was so small, I could just whip it straight in easily within a minute. When I got the Alpha, that was a lot more difficult. I used to end up going up on the neighbour's grass verge on their garden all the time, and it was making it muddy, so I stopped putting the car in the carport unless I was, you know, like going on holiday or whatever. And most of the time I just parked it out there, and it's become part of the norm for me, and that's where I park my car usually. So with it being back there, if I want to park on my drive anyway, I can. So it's no problem, no worries. Right, what am I going to do with the rest of my morning? Oh, and I forgot to add, it turns out driving a automatic is a lot easier than I remember. Although at first I couldn't, it would not let me put it into drive. And I went and asked Tony, how do I do that? And he's like, well, usually I just pull on it and it goes in. And I didn't want to really yank on it, otherwise I would break it. So I thought I'd try taking the handbrake off first, and lo and behold, it went straight in. I'm quite happy that I've done that. Anyway, now I'm going to figure out what I've got to do for the rest of the morning, which is probably going to be nothing. I've just started packing for work and I've remembered I'm vlogging today. I completely forgot. So before I go, I've remembered a few things, I think, that I haven't told you guys. One, because I'm not doing daily vlogs, I'm keeping up with my YouTube videos, watching them. Not very important. But two, I went to the hospital last Wednesday, for an x-ray on my foot, this foot. For some reason, for the last few months, or well, for a while now, I've been feeling like it's tight on my foot here. Not really cared about that, but just recently it's starting to hurt here and here and here, as well as on there. And I figured, yeah, I better go see a doctor. So I went to see my doctor, I don't know, 2 weeks ago or something, and he gave me a card to go to the hospital, where I was basically in and then straight back out. And so I've now got to wait for those results. So I don't know what's going off down there. It's just as well that I'm still banned from running, isn't it? Talking of that, because of the reason she banned me from running, my chiropractor, is because it hurts on the lower part of my back. I've not really felt much of that over the past week and a half. So hopefully it's getting better. And I'm not seeing her again until about a month from now. So as long as I keep sticking to that until then, which I'm pretty sure I can do. Before I go, Starfish, she's driving me up the wall. She rang me earlier on. She never rings, and I'm like, eh? And it was the Spider-Man theme tune on my phone, and I couldn't understand why I had Spider-Man playing on my phone, and then I remembered it's her ringtone. I'm like, but she never rings me. That's her texting. And so I answered, and it was like, you know, like sometimes people's phone rings somebody and it's in their pocket and they just carry on not knowing that they've rung. I thought it was that. Turns out she wanted me to hear her arguing with her friends, or talking and laughing with her friends. That one's our Tony. Yeah, I've texted him telling him about a new TV show that started called Mom, starring Anna Faris. And I thought I'd give it a try. I recorded it, I think yesterday or the day before, and I thought, oh, I'll give it a try today. It is hilarious. I'm not kidding, it is hilarious. I was laughing out loud all the way through it. It really is a good show. You should check it out. Anyway, I've got to get ready for work and set off. I'll talk to you guys whenever. But until then, peace out. This phone is being way too noisy. There we go, that's better.